Welcome, everybody. Don't I look like an intelligent guy? What's going on? Do I have to look any better than this whether to figure out we're intelligent? I'm wearing orange. Are we supposed to be mad at orange? Which color do we go against? Halloween, Valentine's Day, Christmas when you throw all the balls. All the balls go in the air at Christmas time. You got gold, and you got blue, and you got purple, and you got green, and you got yellow, and you got red. What other colors haven't you taken to bed? Well, you have pink and turquoise. You have baby blue and lime. Light green, or is it lime? Hold on a second. I think it's going to be a blueberry. Why isn't it? Do you have any yellow bananas? You see, we ask for bananas as yellow. But do we ever walk into the fruit store and say, have you got any yellow lemons? Well, I got lemons, but they're not yellow. Well, then they ain't a lemon. Are all lemons yellow? Orange, orange? I don't know. May as well call the guy from Fruit Loops and see what's going on. Denver Broncos, 68-86. 24 world to bring it to a 10-10, 8-2 and 6-4. 6-4 will create both your X's. 8-2 will create the cross connection between the letter T. 2 times 8, 2 plus 8 equals 26Z. But now you multiply the Z and it becomes a T. And then the T is the 20th letter, is only B. It's telling me I'm in the B world, but I got two positions. It's just like telling me you have $1. Well, let me tell you one thing. I have something new. Okay? Something a little bit different. You see this double zero that we have in roulette sticking together? Anytime you see 1 to 9, you always have a 0 or another 0 to it. Do you know why? Because if we're saying this is a whole, then it's $1. It's not less than a penny, because pennies are worth nothing today. Don't you remember they took all pennies off the market? I don't care. Once it goes in the penny range, it's worth nothing. Anything after the decimal, it's worth nothing. 0, nada, nul. But you know what nul means? Nul means nothing. It also means a tie. In French, we call a tie love. Nul is nothing in French. But it also means a tie. But in English, it's a tie. So is it a crevette? A crevette only has one dink. One shrimp has one curve in it. So we're now starting to mix everything up, and it does look like a cooked shrimp. 68-86. 2 times 4, 2 plus 4 is 8, and 6 is 14. We have 14 and 14. We have 5 and 5, 4 and 4. Here comes the sun and the red fox. You know why I call him the red fox? Because he got a little yellow inside his red fur, and then all of a sudden he becomes orange. Red-blooded, maybe, perhaps. I'm not sure. How would I know? I'm not an expert in anything. I can just play with words. All I have to do is see a word, put a couple of numbers to it, and tell you what it is only because of the letter it is and the position. I can tell you this N connects COACE and BRO. Hey, bro. What's on us, cuss? Hey, cousin. The bro and the cousin. Is that how they bond together? We'll call it the bro. No, we'll call it the cousin. Are they bros or are they cousins? Well, it depends. If you're holding up a set of breasts, okay, they'd be the bros. They'd be the two bros. If they'd be cousins, they'd be separated apart. BRO is 20, is 35, reflecting 75. COS, okay, costume, dance, and ball, 3, 18, 37. 37 and 35 is 72. Call them the bros of 72-86 because inside this number is the 86. 14. 1 and 4 equals your 9. When you go to the next level, you go 2 and 4, and that'll be equal to your 86. 2 times 4, 2 plus 4 equals 86. 55 is only a representation of 7 times 6 and 7 plus 6 equals 42, and 13 equals 55. We got the CFL, but we're inside the ball. Inside that CFL ball, we must be the other part of that ball inside there. Have we turned down the volume? But yet vol in French means to fly. Vol backwards or loved or to be the low life. Why? Low V, the ha-a-b, ha-b, H-a, angels heaven, the split worlds in a lower life. Turn up the volume, turn down the tunes. Because now we have Neptune and volume tunes. Volume tunes. The mule, M-U-L-E. Mule it, silence it. Beam, the low life, the beam life. The beam, or what's holding up. The entity of the tunes, N, E and N, E and N, N, T, T and T, because it's you. You says you are one. And in French, this is 40, which means the blue world. The creation and the transfer to the world of tunes. Toontown. Dolls that move, electronics inside, the best robotics you can find. They call me a humanoid. I am just like a solenoid. It's just my mouth just doesn't stop. 6886 brings on Highway 76. 4 times 76. 2 times 76 is 152, the one spirit of Earth, 512 memory. Into the second level of the ace position is the 5-hole, and it all has to be shown to you on one single dice cube. And I don't have any dice cube with me. So then they said, will you take 1 lump or 2? But they didn't say it at all. Was it 1 lump? Was it a sugar lump? If you don't have sugar, more sugar or enough sugar inside your bagels, it'll taste like bread. Man sticks through the hole in the center. I'm not quite sure how that works, but I was on a bagel delivery today. The bagel, the lox, the salmon, the fish swimming upstream, the golden eggs, le soie, the soft cushiony goose. And reasons for why the soft cushiony goose is because inside 60 seconds in French, it's S-O-I-E. But in the French, they'll say I. So if you have the tune, you have the volume, you have the tune, you have 10 tunes, T-E-N. You have Satan if you actually want to look at it. You have the nut, or the ton in the Mayan, or nuts. Have you ever learned French? Dimanche, D and I goes first. Manche says sleeve, or the inning you are in. What inning are you in? What does it mean to be in an inn? Ing, I-N-G, the ring. Dimanche ends in C-H and E. Christ electronic world. Okay? Mo is the word spoken. D-I is 49. Lundi says the day of Luna. It ends in 49. Lun says 1. The same as Tun says 1. First day of the second day and first day of the week. 7 by 7 is 49. 7 and 7 is 14. And 49 is 63. 9 times 7 is 63. 6, 6, and 6 because of the 6, 6, 6, 6 worlds. 63, you can't cut it in half, but you can cut it into 21. 21, 21, 21, 3, 3, 3, and now we'll jump over to Lovejoy. The pigs, the pregnancy of the pigs. 3 months, 3 weeks, 3 days. 114 days equal to the number, equal to M-O-O-N times 2. Talking about 2 moons, you just mentioned the 2 moon number, and it comes out to 114. You have 2 choices. 1 times 4, 1 plus 4 creates the 9 connection between the moon. But you do it twice because there's 2 moons. Plus there's an extra 1 spirit. It's because you're connecting the 2 moons to man. 1, 2 moons over to man. Man's moon into man. Man's moon is here, goes into man, and out to the 2 moons of Mars, and back into man, or up this way and down this way, or does it just go into man, up to man's memory, down to man, out to the moons, into man, up to man's memory, into his starship. Tuesday says Mars. Mars, Marzi is Mekradzi. It also is, again, 63. The world of 6, 6, and 6. 6 times 3 is 18. 3 by 6 is 9 equals 27. Red equals 27. 72 equals brown. 2 and 7 is the letter B and the letter G. 2 plus 7 is 9 equals I. It says big. So now you got big red. Obviously you got the dog right here, the D, and the O right over here. Once you have an I and it's got a dot on top of it, that I has to represent something. What does that I represent? Well, for now, it's all about the dog and how hard you're going to turn your boat around. RAM is the RAM. Is the RAM of the computer, is the RAM within one side of man, getting to the Mars moons. On Wednesday, Spanish say it's a miracle. They merely say it's my credit. But again at the end is 6, 6, and 6 connected to the Wednesday world, which is 4 and 4 away from both end days in which our arms are like this. Saturday and Sunday, they do this. So you go from Wednesday 4 and 4. Or it's Wednesday that does this, and you hold on to Thursday on one side and Tuesday on the other side. T and T, 2 and 10, 12 and 20. 2 and 3 is 58 and equals 13 equals M, and 4 is MD. Wednesday. Thursday says game day. In French, je means to play. Again, 49 is 63. It says it's 6 days out of the week. Friday, vendredi, the day to get cooking. Dre is the doctor, is in the house. The red day, vendredi, the sale, the day man goes on sale. He sells his body to the devil for the money in order to support his needs and habits, a roof over his head and food in his belly. And then Samedi is the same day over and over again. Saturday must repeat over and over. You're always praying to God. Your head is always praying to God. But same day, see the same street. And number 16, the one spirit life, because of See the Truth, mentioned it in her video, okay? Something about Sesame Street and the way she said it. I said it many ways, but there was funny that she said it one way that I didn't. And inside of it, it says size, which means 16. Inside the horse, size. Inside to Mrs. Beasley, size always means the one spirit of light. After you get the one spirit of light, 1, 5, 1, 4, 1, 3, 1, 2, 1, 1. The minute you hit 1, 6, after that, you're 1, 7, 8, 9. Because 7, 8, 9 happen at one time. Your mind comes into this world, you start to cry, you start to shit, you start to do everything, you start to breathe out of that world, 7, 8, 9. And your 9 is always connected. Your 8 is one, your 4 and 4 making your 8 in here and out the other end. How many out the other end? 4. How many in? 4. How many I got all together? 8. Vendredi, if you take a look at Friday in French, 4, 5, 5, 4, 9, 5, 4, 9. It's only 4, 5, and 9. 9 and 9 is 18. 18 is H, A, and R, which is the split hairs, if you want to talk about it that way. Angel residency of spirit, connecting Mars, Monday, and Sunday. Coming into game day on Thursday and up for sale on Friday to repeat the same day on Saturday over and over and over. This is what it's telling you. It's a cycle. Sunday also says Pluto, excuse me, it wasn't Sunday, 4 and 9 also says Mars, Pluto. Launch day. Sunday says lunch, Sunday brunch, launch day, the day man launched Pluto and Mars. Were they born on Mars? Were they sent to Pluto to come into a cell called the sperm cell out through the egg? 49 happens once first, 7 by 7. You get 3 times 666 right over here first. But you get 3 times, 3 times, 3 times, 3 times. 6, 6, and 6 is 18. Do that 6 times is 60, and 42 is 122. Is that what it is? Let's do it again. Okay? We're going to get... DI is 63, I said, because I multiplied it all, right? So 63, 6 and 3 is 9, times 6 equals 54. 54 is the number of the sun. 51 is the number of Mars. 57 is the number of our moon and our mind. 27 and 18 is 45 for the fox. 6, 6, and 6, back to the 666. Do we select on the volume? But you know what this says? To sell less. Select, sell less. Something to do with salt. Big time to do with salt. Big time to do with salt. And it's been a long time my mind has been in that we need to fix our salt. And if I still haven't bought that pink Himalayan salt yet, but I'm quite sure, only because I played mini putt, and in the mini putt, on the electronic mini putt, if the minute it comes near the hole, there's 4 corners. The 4 corners of Mars, it would go bzz, bzz. Just before it gets in there, it goes bzz, bzz, and then the ball goes the other way. Salt does that, because my doctor said my brain is not sending out enough, what's it called, so now I have to take this blue salt that they're giving me. Now, I don't know if it's good for my brain to stop having that electronic vibration. How much of it should I actually have? What part of it are they able to penetrate it because of the kind of salt we're using? Or I just need it completely? The question is, the oils in our body, okay, will cool it off, because if you get too much of a zapping, it'll burn. So it's something to do with cooling off the oils in our body, the zapping. Anyways, that's the letter P. But when I do it this way, it becomes the letter K. Okay, otherwise I turn it upside down and it would just be a V. But you understand the way this is a V? But when you do a V, you always have to go under it, right? And if you go under it, it can fall to the side. You know why I'm saying that? Because here's the real part of the V, okay? But here's the other side, becomes the U part. You have to have a part that's a U and a part that's a V, okay? The U would go under. The V would go right onto the line. So I'm just, anyways, that's not what I wanted to get into. We had Sunday, we had moon, we had the tide. We used the null, lundi null. Did I tell you about the null? It's a shutout. You can say null as a shutout, you can say it as a tie. Mars tides, all the tides. Every time you finish, anytime you say DI, you could, maybe you're saying tide. D, tide, T-I-D, tide. And also say what he said, what the moon said, what the game says. So there's something inside of it. But don't forget that if I pick something up in my hand, and they know that most of the population will pick this up in their hand, or they'll hear it, that word will be associated with another word that's going to take you off of your focus. Every word that's spoken on this planet that I'm saying to you, which you find normal, is not normal at all. It was all made for it to go together. It was all but he, she, R-E, E-R, E-D, I-N-G. The extension of a word to let it flow towards that area. Automatically, you know, all the words with I-N-G will all finish off in the same dungeon. And then the expression of the dungeon of where these numbers end up is what's going to go into your mind and what's going to make the computer tick. We're computerized. Even if we weren't, okay, even worse. How brilliant can we be to store all these words together? Even to pre-histor these words together, prehistoric words, words of choice. Hi, how are you? I love you. I just want to see what else there is in this little book that I was going to. Oh yes, the last part. Super Richie, 52 pages Earth. Drop in. Look what's on his shirt. See, we have green and yellow as being good. So we're going to go back in the days. We're going to see this is the yellow brick road. It was a good road. She walked into the green garden. It was a good garden. But over here, B and the circle. B and O. Doesn't that stand for Barack Obama? B and O? 1970s. I'm going to read a little piece to you, okay? Right from the beginning. There was a big smash. And look what they write for the big smash. Barack. Barack Obama. Okay? Red belts. 1974. Okay? The Bad News Bears out of Chicago, 1976. Again, part of Barack Obama. Army strike. Okay? Tatum O'Neal and Walter Matthau. How this must relate today. Tao, China. Tatum and China. Mute. Okay, I'm going to try and read a few things out of this. And it starts to rain. It starts to rain. Things fall down. Okay, and right here. Okay, I don't know if you can read it. Something's, you see the building? Something's funny. The whole ground is shaking. There must be an earthquake. It says, here it is. I'll shut it off. I'm going to read it to you. I'm going to read this to you. Something fiendish, some kind of fiendish device is causing the ground to shake. Oh my God, it's an earthquake machine. I'll turn it off. And then, the two worlds. He thought he was up here. He heard the guy in the other room. He came here. it was two worlds. He passed the video from onto this side and onto this side, from two different worlds. You see the divide in his hair? Okay? See the little bird? See the design in his hair? See there's a little animal in there right there? There's an animal on the other side. He always wears the cap, the black cap, the sideburns. Okay? Now I'm going to show you something. Now what happens is they take it and they stall. In between, they give you a one-page read, then they jump over it selling Twinkies. Okay? Sad sack. Army Sergeant Sad Sack. Right in the same thing. Doggone it. Dog won it. It is the computer. Dog won, got it. All codes. The other thing comes on backwards. How often do you see something come on here backwards? It's the nav. Why? B in Spanish is a V. K-N-A-V. It's the nav. Okay? Green comes into blue bankers. Okay? Again, you're always able to see his hair. Okay? And anyways, this whole book is, now they caught him in a haystack. Okay? Now I'm not sure what the replica of the whole thing was, but they were with the city crown. Okay? And look, sea monkeys. Buy sea monkeys. Enter the world, just add water to get instant pets. Now, that's what we had to see with this. And, okay, Raphael 7286 in the constellation of Pegasus. One, in every single one of these comics, okay, especially in this one, look at the cobwebs over the money. They don't know what to do with it. There's just so much of it. They can't do anything with it. Can't spend it. Once you have everything, you're always on vacation. You're on vacation 52 weeks a year. You own every single boat. You own every single plane. You can cross all the borders the way you want. You make $6 million a year. What do you do with your life? You're making $6 million a year. I know a guy that never works. He has his money invested. He's making $2 million a year. He has 52 weeks vacation. What does he do? What do you do? What do you do with all the money? Raphael 7286 in a constellation of Pegasus inside the year of 5775, in which I just wanted to show you one more thing. Okay? 55 that comes out of the Denver Broncos. 8 times 6, 8 plus 6 is 14. 6 times 8 is 48. Plus 8 is 56, and 6 is 62. This says the Queen, and this one says the Queen. It says 6 and 2, 6 and 2. 2 and 6 is ZZ. 2 plus 6 is HH. This is the Denver Broncos year. This is the color they support. Look at the way the N is split in the center. Okay? The Mile High, the Island High, 1776 and 6771 equals to 7557. If you take the Christ element in another one of my videos, I get the same answer. 1414, I get the same in the dice. This equals 99, spirit, angel, and man. If I would take the multiple in addition to this, 8 times 6, 8 plus 6, it equals to 62. 8 and 6 is 14. 1 and 4 is 5. What did I say? 62. Put 6 on the 8 equals 5. And put 2 on the 6 equals 5, 8. 85 matrix. Put 6 on this over here is 3. And put 2 on this. Becomes 0. This becomes creation. This becomes 36. This becomes 36 and 58. Becomes 8 and 6 and 5 becomes 85. The totality becomes 85. The end result is 35. 3 and 5 ends up to be the 1010 world of Celsius that we are in. The 1010 world of Celsius, I'm presuming that we are in, because 100 Celsius is 212. 212 is right there. 201 and 202. There's 2 areas. One up here, one down here, one up here, one down here. Here's your center. There's your life. Look up the Mayan calendar, Mayan Sanskrit, and you will see this all over the board. Thank you for watching. And in the deck of cards, you'll see it in two different suits. Thank you for watching.